Welcome to Soft Life Chronicles, my couch series, where we are continuing our discussion about family support. And thank you so much for joining this conversation. I really do appreciate it. So now we are continuing with that conversation about sending money home and how it's affecting us in the diaspora. So I want to link it up with, if we do look at how much we are sending home, a lot of people, some people I know, they are still renting. Not to say that's a bad thing, because the money is not enough, because obviously rent is cheaper than a mortgage. But on the economic side of things, when you do get a mortgage, and if you plan to go home, you can sell your house and you can get a little bit equity out of it. Markets do change, but you will definitely get something out of it. But on the same note, a mortgage is probably higher, than living than an apartment, of course. So I want to continue with that. What type of borrowers, or what type of people who are asking for our money and how they view us, and also how we view ourselves after sending that money home. A lot of people that I've talked to, they say, they feel bad if you don't, honor that request for money from back home. Even if it's stretching you, it makes you feel bad. And some people also, want to be the first one, in that WhatsApp group to say, oh, well, I've already covered this, or I've already covered this. But then on the back end of that, having to struggle to make that those ends meet. So I just wanted to say, let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be practical, and also take care of yourself. Take care of yourself first, because what I am hearing mostly is people are tired with the dishonesty, because what desperation does, it breeds dishonesty. So what most people back home are starting now to do is they've started to be dishonest. I don't think it's out of malice, but I think it's out of desperation. Because first of all, everything is an emergency. There's nothing like, next month, can you help me with my child's school fees? It's always tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. What that does, it's actually very strategic, because an emergency is an emergency. Then it also is an emergency for you, not to sit back and really think like, do I really have this? Can I really afford to send this money home? So that's also a strategy that that is being used. And also another strategy that is being used is people are saying that if you want something, the price is always inflated. Like a loaf of bread, someone can say it's $2 when it's actually $1. Like now, we have these people that do groceries, that deliver groceries. And someone can also say, oh, my groceries will probably cost me $200. But in actual fact, it probably costs $100, because they also want money in their pocket. Because what's happening is a lot of people are not employed. So we have to understand that they are not employed. So their employers, in quotation, I'm saying that lightly, is their relatives or friends that are in the diaspora. And also, when we have to talk about urgent things like funerals do happen. People have to be laid to rest. So those type of things, yeah, if you do have, and if you can afford, it's okay for you to participate in that. And what I'm saying now is, having talked to a lot of people, and through the work that I do, I've realized that a lot of people, and it's not only people from Africa, actually, it's I think everybody from everywhere is also kind of the same sentiments, that people are just tired of being drained, of just being that person that has to solve problems. So people are saying, I can solve everybody's emergency, but what about my emergency? Are you looking at your emergency? Are you looking at your mental health emergency? Are you looking at your children's mental health emergency? Are you looking at your own financial emergencies? Thinking about you can't even afford little things like even maybe going on vacation. Little things like even getting your own food. Even things like going out to get a meal. You cannot even afford it because you have to work that extra to give to someone. So I'm not saying do not give. I'm saying be strategic about giving. Be very strategic about that. If you have somebody who is going to ask you for help, just think about it first. Are you able to? If you are able to afford, you are not the person I'm talking to. I'm talking to those people that are struggling to have that to have that reputation that they are the ones, they are the to go to when there is a crisis, whether be it your family, be it your friends, be it whoever, you are the to go person. That's who I'm talking to. And if you can afford it, that's fine. That's not an issue. But if you have to struggle and work a second job, I think that's where we need to help each other in saying that and drawing those lines. We have to set those boundaries. How far do you want to go into debt by helping others? So it's an issue that we talked about the last week. It's an issue that we are going to continue talking about. So what I wanted to hear from everybody and anybody is that once that affects you, do you even realize that it does affect you in a negative way? And if it does affect you in a negative way, what are you doing about it? So that's why I'm making these series on the couch. It just reminds me of a shrink. If you know what a shrink is, you have to go there and talk about what's in your heart, what's in your mind, what's troubling you. So I've noticed that a lot of people are being troubled and they are being tired of being asked. So what can we do to stop people from asking? Because we are also contributing to that dependency, right? Because there's no problem that is just one-sided, it's two-sided. We are contributing to people being dependent on us. And once the people are dependent on us, we then come back and say, hey, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of that. But we created this. So what we can do is we are the ones who can actually break that cycle to say that if you cannot help, it's okay to say you cannot help, right? It should be okay. I'm thinking it should be fine. It should not be a thing that is going to break relationships. Because I'm telling you, what I'm also hearing, because I'm traveling a lot, what I'm also hearing, there are families now that do not talk to each other because of these money problems. We understand there are people that send money home to have homes built. There are no houses that have been built because of that dishonesty, right? And that breaks family unit. There are people that have sent money to have people buy them property, have people manage their projects. Nothing is being done. So friendships are being broken. People are also buying cars, right? People are saying, oh, well, I need to buy a car so when I get home, I'll be able to drive when I'm on vacation. Because, you always want your soft life when you go home. But then you get there, there's nothing. Because that car has not been bought, but you were told that that car was bought. And then I heard a story. I'm going to make this real quick. There are people buying these cars from Japan and whatever else, right? So the person is being sent pictures and videos that the car is crossed now. The car is in Messina now. We're getting the car. And then guess what? And then they are told that, oh, the car had an accident when we were at the showgrounds. It's a write-off. After paying $70,000. That's how people are dishonest. And that is not fair to anybody. And after working so hard for that money, it's not fair. But I'm wondering, where is this dishonesty coming from? If you are helping somebody and they also being dishonest, what do you do about it? I'm just curious to know, what do you do about this dishonesty going on in Zimbabwe? I'm talking about my Zimbabwean family, you guys. Hey, this dishonesty, I'm telling you. And people are tired. So let me know, you guys, how you deal with your dishonesty friends, dishonesty family members, dishonesty companies that we are dealing with. Remember, there's also companies that are dishonest, that are taking money from us and not doing anything about it. So let me know how you feel about it and how you handle it. As always, I'm going to ask you to like, subscribe, and share my videos. And thank you for coming along with this journey. And there's more to come. Thank you so much. Like I say, I'm going to repeat again, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much. Bye.